What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Protest Force from the Protest Force Network. Back with another video for y'all today, man. Hope everyone's having a blessed Wednesday, man. It's Thursday, next Thursday. Throwback Thursday after the show. So y'all know I'm rocking, man. Say it's Thursday, so throwback Thursday. So bring you guys a different video. But I usually bring on this channel. It's the Fallen Skin, one of my newest segments on the channel. We are on episode 4 of this segment. Shout out to everyone that's been rocking with this segment, man. Very appreciate y'all a ton. Today's segment's on former Washington football quarterback Kirk Cousins. We're going to talk about Kirk Cousins' career in Washington and why it didn't work out and things that the organization could have did differently or things Kirk could have did differently to make this a lot better relationship in Washington. And what is he doing now? And how things could have been different if we had Kirk still here. Before I get to all glory to God, without him I'm nothing, man. I just thank the Lord for another day and the blessings that He has given me. I was in some emotional turmoil over the last couple of days. You probably couldn't see it when we watch my videos and everything like that, because I try to stay even keel as possible. But things get tough sometimes, and I thank God for allowing me to just keep my head on the swivel and not get too low or too high. And I'm just extremely thankful, man. Oh God, I am nothing. Amen. I pray. Amen. Let's get it, man. Let's go. So today, man, bring guys this segment of Fallen Skin, man. Shout out to the one person that was in the building. I very appreciate you a ton. Waiting for people to pull on up, man. So we can really get this thing on the road. Shout out to the one person that's in here. Very appreciate it. I want people to pull on up so we can go ahead and get this thing on the road. So let's go ahead and do this. So we'll talk Kirk Cousins statistics. We'll talk when he got drafted, the controversy of him getting drafted. Because there was a lot of controversy of him getting drafted in the first place here in Washington. As you know, he was drafted in 2012 along with Robert Griffin III. He drafted 2 quarterbacks in the same draft. Which did start a lot of controversy, a lot of hoopla, all that type of stuff. So Kirk Cousins was I believe, let's look it up just to verify his actual draft status and make sure. He was the 102nd pick of the 2012 NFL draft. So he was the 102nd pick in the 2012 NFL draft. So he was selected in the beginning of the 4th round by the Washington Redskins at the time. 4th round pick out of Michigan State. Had a really good career at Michigan State. Never could win the big game, but he was always game for the big games. He actually played well in the big games back in college. He had a really good, solid college career at Michigan State, and I actually wanted to draft him myself. So I was happy when they did pick him. But we know the whole RG3 thing and them drafting 2 quarterbacks in the same draft and start hoopla. First Take being a prominent show back then as well had a big problem with Stephen A. had a big problem with them drafting Kirk and with the 102nd pick. Everybody like, why you draft 2 quarterbacks in the same draft? Da da da. Mike Shanahan, what the heck you're thinking? Like, bro, this is crazy. You doing this? It's stupid. It's not smart, bro. Shout out to the Freer in the building. This is not smart for Mike Shanahan to do this. It's crazy. Waste a draft pick. Blah blah blah. Woody woo. Blah, 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 all that crap. So it take him with the 102nd pick, 100 picks, ironically, 100 picks after Robert Griffin III was drafted. And they were tied to the hip. Of course, there was no quarterback competition because Robert was the number 2 pick in the draft. So, of course, he's going to start with 2012 season now. He had a magical 2012 season. But, shout out to Kirk Cousins. He had a nice moment against the Falcons. I think it was week 6 of that season. At least week 6 or week 7. I'll have to double check. We can check that out real quick. He had a nice little moment in week 7, I believe. He came in against the Falcons. Game logs 2012. Let's look at 2012 real quick. Because he didn't play much in 2012, so this week kind of week 5. I was close. Okay, week 5. So week 5, he played Atlanta. That's when Robert got hurt in that game with the concussion. He got hit by I think Arthur Witherspoon. Witherspoon smacked the crap out of him. Sean Witherspoon smacked the dog crap out of him, and dude had a concussion. He was done for the game. So Kirk had a couple moments. He threw a nice couple passes. He threw a 77-yard touchdown pass to Santana Moss to get the Washington Redskins up in that game, and then he threw a couple picks. Typical Kirk style, threw two nasty interceptions to end the game in 2012 in Week 5 to cause to lose that game against the Atlanta Falcons. That put that game away for us basically. The next week, the next time we saw Kirk Cousins in 2012 was against the Cleveland Browns. No, the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens, because that's when Robert goes down again, this time with the knee injury, which at the time was a LCL sprain, very minor sprain to the LCL ligament in his knee. He got hit by Hinode, a famous hit where his knee did like these. Yeah, that happened. So Kirk came in there, threw two passes, including a touchdown pass to Pierre Garçon, which essentially sent the game to overtime. From Robert Crawford had the Mr. Crawford had the Richard Crawford, I think, had the kickoff, the punt return. They set up for the kicker to get the game-winning field goal. I think it was Kai Fullback, my guy, your guy, our guy, Kai, with the game-winning field goal to send the Washington Redskins with a W against the Baltimore Ravens. So that was the next time we saw Kirk in 2012. And the last time we saw Kirk in 2012, besides the playoff game, I'm not talking the playoff game, say playoff game, but he actually had a good game. He was 26 for 37, 327 yards, 329 yards, 70% completion percentage, quarterback rating of 104, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 2 sacks for 21 yards, unfortunately, but whatever. He actually ran the ball 3 times for 22 yards. He did fumble 1 time, but did not lose the fumble. And they won the game 38-21, soundingly. Beat the mess out of the Browns, spanked them like they stole something. And he had a really good game in that game. And I said, oh, I see more of this Kirk Cousins. Could we have a quarterback controversy in Washington? And that's where the quarterback controversy really started, because Kirk had a really good game in that game. The Redskins were high. They were playing well. They were on a playoff push. Of course, Robert comes back in, finishes the season. They beat the Dallas Cowboys to get into the postseason. Robert gets up 14-0 against the Seahawks. And we know the rest of the story about Robert. But this is back to Kirk. So 2012 doesn't end too well for Kirk Cousins, as you already know. But 2013, everything goes left for the Washington football team now. Time Redskins. We started 0-3. Beat Oakland in Week 4. Who really cared about that? He had some garbage time against Denver when we lost that game 45-21. Didn't do well in that game either. Oh, God damn. All right. Give me a second. All right. So he had garbage time, 3 of 5-9 passing, 2 picks. He was horrible. He was horrible in the Kansas City game in garbage time as well. If he had some mad play, let's get into it though. In Atlanta, he lost 27-26, 29 for 45, 381, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Quarterback ran 98. He got sacked 1 time. He lost a fumble, but he did turn the ball 3 times in that game. This game against Dallas, who were 21 for 36, 197, touchdown to pick. We ended the season 19 for 49. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. For 169, no touchdowns, 2 picks. That is just atrocious. That was atrocious from Kirk. I'm actually gonna share my screen now so y'all can see the stats for myself. I think that's about fair, right? So, Chrome tab, game log for Kirk Cousins. There we go. Yeah, damn. My fault. Sorry for the pause there. I was trying to multitask. But yeah, so we are here in 2013. Now it's his last game against the Giants. Did not go well at all. I don't remember that game because that game was so bad. But yeah, so that's that. So we're looking. You're going in 2013. New head coach with Jay Gruden. Mike Shanahan was fired, for good reason. They went 3-13. And so Jay Gruden comes in. He's coming in. He's telling us he's going to work on Robert and fix his game, and try to get him back to 2012 form. They signed Deshaun Jackson in the offseason, and try to really get this offense rolling. You have Jordan Reed. I think they pick up Vernon Davis in 2014, I believe, as well. Don't quote me. It might have been 2016 we picked up Vernon Davis. But you got Jordan Reed there. Still got guys like Roy Halou, Alfred Morris, things like that. Guys like that on the roster as well. So the offense looked like to be a pretty good offense. 2014, Kirk had a couple of starts in 2014. Start the first. Well, Robert gets hurt again. So as you know, Robert just stays hurt. You know how that goes. So you know how that went. So Robert got hurt week 1 against the Texans. Kirk comes. Oh, actually, get week 2 against the Jaguars. Kirk comes in, finish up the game, 22 for 33, to 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 2 yards. Actually, didn't run at all in that game. Next game against the Eagles, huge shootout with the Eagles. That's the game I was like, ooh, this dude's different. 2013 was very toxic because Snyder arguably hijacked the playbook and pissed a lot of people off. Alexander, I completely agree with you, bro. That definitely did happen a ton. And thank you for the $5 dono. I super appreciate you for being here on these Throwback Thursday series. It's very much appreciated. Super duper appreciated, bro. Much love, bro. Let me do this real quick, Alexander. Sorry about that. Sorry, bro. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that. So, my fault. I am sorry about that. Just had to do something real quick. Got little people. You gotta do things real quick about streaming. So 2014 starts. Robert has an ankle injury. Kirk comes in, beat the crap out of the Jags. The Jags stink at that time of the year. Spanked them, whatever. Next week, he had a really good game against the Eagles. I think Mike Vick was still starting at this time, or was it Foles? Not exactly sure. But this is Deshaun Jackson's first game against his former Philadelphia Eagles teammates. He showed out, and so did Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins had a huge game in this game. Probably his best game as a Redskin, to be honest with you. 30 for 48, 62.5% completion percentage, 427 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 103 quarterback rating. Played a really good game against the Eagles. Balled out. Just couldn't finish the job. He threw a pick late that cost the game, and we lost the game 34-37, a shootout. Pierre looked good in that game. Deshaun looked good in that game. Jordan Reed was balling. It just a bunch of yardage. It was just a bunch of offense. It was crazy. One of the first games I ever watched. He come up that performance and just was just disgusting. This one. So Giants in week 4. This is a Thursday night game. You guys can remember. The worst performance Kirk has ever had in this uniform. This was trash. This was piss poor. This was disgusting. And I was very, very irritated. Jared, what's up, bro? Oh, you see Fitzpatrick, bro? Oh, my God. Buddy, oh, boy, he throwing picks. Oh, it's nasty. It was Foles in 14. Okay. Remember the big fight with Chris Baker? Yeah, you're right. You're completely correct. You start off early, LOL. Yeah, I start off early. Yeah, must, yes, sir. Guys, it's my only stream of the day, so I had to kind of start a little early. Shout out to Jarris and Alexander for being in the building. So yeah, this is the worst performance I've ever seen from Kirk Cousins in the uniform. This is trash. This is awful. 19 for 33 for 257, one touchdown, 4 picks. Those all 4 picks were disgusting. Bro, throw them away. That was horrible. 53 quarterback rating. His total QBR was a 6. That was trash. Get him out of here. I don't want to talk about the game. Next game. Seattle Seahawks. This is a game where the Monday night game where Seattle could have scored 50 on us, but they kept getting touchdowns called back 100 times due to penalties. So they only scored 27. We lose the game 27-17. They get up 17-0 before we do anything. So these are kind of inflated numbers, you want to be honest. But 21 for 36, 283, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He did turn the ball over, which is good. But yeah, whatever. We couldn't get the offense going until late. He had a really good game Arizona as well, except for the 3 picks. All 3 were in the fourth quarter, by the way. That was a really bad game from him as well. In the fourth quarter, of course. But, we lost the game 20-30. Tennessee game. This is the game he did get benched in. Did not play well that game at all. And did not play the rest of the 2014 season. It's the last time we saw Mr. Kirk Cousins, who's in the doghouse. And I thought his career was done in Washington after this game. 10-16 for 139, no touchdowns, 1 pick. But the stats don't tell you the game. We was getting whooped by the Tennessee Titans. No offense was getting going, no nothing. And then Colt McCoy comes in and spark plugs the offense a bit. And he actually wins that game. And then we beat the Dallas Cowboys, the 10-1 Cowboys at the time, on Monday Night Football. You don't see Kirk Cousins the rest of the way. He's actually inactive a lot of these games you can see here. And he did not play in week 16 when Robert got that victory, and then week 17 when Robert also got his guys' ass handed to by the Dallas Cowboys. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Appreciate you. What is crazy as Cousins 2014 performance? Cousins' performance against the Giants wasn't even the worst quarterback performance in 2014. It wasn't. Actually, it was a couple of 5 interception games, I believe, too. Wasn't Kerry Collins or some old dude had 5 picks or something? I forgot who it was, but that was horrible. Yeah, I completely agree. As bad as that performance was for Kirk Cousins, that is what's worst performances in 2014. So 2015, this is the year where Kirk turns it around. Actually, plays full 16 games, but you know the backstory. I kind of don't need to talk about it, but Robert Griffin III and Kirk was fighting for the quarterback's QB1 spot. In training camp, it went left for Robert. He had that horrible game against the Lions in preseason. You don't never see Robert again in a Washington uniform, except for some kneel downs. And then Kirk Cousins takes over. Basic gist of it is, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. But we're waiting for more people to pull up, man. All right, so this year we went 9-7. We didn't start off too well. The year didn't start off too well. We was actually 2-4 at one point. We beat St. Louis in week 2, and we do beat Philadelphia in week 4. With the game-winning touchdown, Pierre Garcon, by the way, just gotta put that out there. Shout out to Kirk for that. You like that? You like that? We're gonna get to that in a second. But we were 2-4 at this point, losing to Atlanta again for the one-time title to the Falcons. And then we lost to the Jets, which was piss poor. But that was the year that Ryan Fitzpatrick was balling out of control, playing I don't know, Mahomes for Mahomes was a thing. He was actually balling out that year. And this is where Kirk Cousins turned his whole career around. Another dono. Shout out to Alexander Wilson again for the $5 dono. RG3 performance against the Bucks in 14 was some of the worst quarterback play of all time. It was trash. It was awful. And that Vikings game was even worse. Oh, I didn't want to think about that. But you're absolutely correct, Alexander. Spot on, bro. Spot on, man. Spot on. Yeah, so we are in week 7 of 2015. Redskins are 2-4 at the time. Season's on the line. We're down 24-0, right? I mean, y'all remember this game. I don't have to really give you guys too much more detail about it, but it was down 24-zip, and it was a tough game. Tough game for the Redskins. Couldn't get anything going. We're down 24, and Kirk started to kind of start to get it going. Complete a couple passes here and there. Complete a pass there. First touchdown was a zone read from Kirk getting the end zone 7 yards out, 24-7. After that, another touchdown. I think it was a touchdown to Ryan Grant to get the 20-14 before half. Come out the half, play extremely well in the second half. Balls out in the second half. He ends the game, I think, with 4 touchdowns, I believe. Let's check the stats real quick. He ended the game 33 for 40, 82% completion percentage, which is incredible. 317 yards, 3 touchdowns with no picks. 124.7 quarterback rating. 1 sack. Who cares about that? That's the sack right before we start coming back into the game. Remember, like yesterday, 7.3 yards per attempt, which is not too high. But Bree rushed for 15 yards, including the 7-yard touchdown run from Kirk Cousins to get the party rolling. We get it going for the rest of the second half, and then 4th and goal, ball snaps with shotgun formation. Jordan reruns a slant, touchdown. You like that? You like that? Y'all can remember that. I don't have to say it anymore. But yeah, you like that? I definitely like it. Bob, what's up, bro? What it do, man? What's going on, man? But yeah, so that was the shining moment of Kirk Cousins, and that put him on the map. Do you like that game? You like that? You like that? Yeah, I like it. I like Kirk. And then that was his catchphrase for us this season. We similarly lose to the Patriots next game. I'm not talking about that. Beat the crap out of New Orleans. That was fun. And Kirk lit it up. I know he did this. Excuse my French, but damn, I know he did this. 20 for 25, 324, 4 TDs, no picks. Lit it up in DC against the New Orleans Saints. And then Sermosi, he just broke himself again. We lose to the Panthers 44-16. You know how that game went. I don't want to talk about that no more. Beats the Giants for once. It's always good beating the Giants. 20-29, 302 in the touch. That's cool. They had another 4 touchdown game. I forgot about this one too. Beat Chicago, whatever, lose to Dallas. This was the most disappointing performance of the whole season from Kirk, in my eyes, because we lost to Matt Castle, bro. We lost to Matt Cassell. Matt Cassell, whatever his freaking last name was, we lost to that dude. And that was trash. And it made me very angry. On Monday Night Football, nonetheless. Damn it. Bull crap. We had Kirk, no Chase. I beg to differ, actually. If I want to be honest, Bob, 100% honest, I think we go 3-13 with Kirk. Because that team was just so devoid of talent. Like, that 2019 team, I mean, we had Terry and certain guys like that, some young guys that we liked, Kelvin Harmon, Kelvin Harmon, Terry McLaurin, and Steven Sims that we liked on offense. But our defense, outside defensive line, was devoid of talent. Like, we didn't have anything. So I truly think the way that schedule was going to go was going to probably go that way. Maybe 4-12, maybe 5-11 if you're pushing it. We're gonna trade up for Chase Young. I think that could have happened. I think we got Chase Young still. I honestly think we still got Chase. So My opinion, I think we still get Chase Young regardless. That 2019 team was not good at all, and Kirk wouldn't let him to nothing. So honestly, just to be honest with you, because Jay Gruden got fired, and the way Bill Callahan was calling games, even with Kirk, I think he would have definitely just kept playing conservative and kept calling conservative games, and we would have lost those games anyway. We was taken on purpose. If you wanted me to be honest with you, outside the games we actually won, we weren't trying to win those damn games. So I think we went 3-13 regardless of who the quarterback was. Chances are Jay will be here next year too. I don't think so. I honestly would have went 0-5 no matter who was the quarterback. If I wanted to be honest, whoever it was, I don't care. We went 3-13. I honestly think that if I wanted to be frankly honest. And then, lost that. We won 4 in a row. It is probably the best stretch we've ever seen Kirk play. So at this point, these 4 games against Chicago, Buffalo was not a good team at the time, but whatever. Philadelphia and Dallas, which is the other game that he played pretty well in. He went combined 12 touchdowns and 1 pick in 4 weeks of play. We go 4-0 in that stretch. We go 9-7, get to the playoffs. And so unceremoniously, the Green Bay Packers do send us home. And Randall Cobb screams, "You like that? You like that?" Yeah, I like that. Go home. And send our ass home. So whatever. So 2016, we come back. And we have another solid year, but nothing special. We go 8-7-1 this season, and Kirk did okay. He had some good games, but not. It wasn't 2015 good. It was still good, but wasn't 2015 good. It just wasn't. He almost threw for 5,000 yards though, which I think is insanity. His best games this year were against Green Bay. At that point, it was 6-3-1. That game went 449 yards, or 51 for 43 passing, 41 53 passing, 3 TDs, lit it up. Really good game from him. That was the statement game we made on Sunday Night Football, beating those guys. We lost to Dallas next week, which is a tough loss because Kirk played extremely well in that game. Oh, he was 21 for 30 in the Green Bay game for 375 yards. He went 51 for 53, 77 completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 450 yards basically passing. We lost that game in a shootout. It was kind of tough to lose that game because we were playing so well in that game offensively, and the defense could not get a stop to save the goddamn life, the piece of crap defense that we had. Oh my gosh. I'm glad we had a good defense now. We went on a damn court. Can't win with this damn team. I swear to gosh. But Chris Crazy back in 15. The only 2 years during Snyder's regime, they had back-to-back winning seasons. Let that sink in. Woo! You got a good point, Alexander. Oh, and guess who was coaching the team? Jay Gruden. That's a damn shame. That's a daggone shame. That's a darn shame, man. That's a darn shame. Shame on this daggone team with their foolishness. Oh my gosh. If we lost to Carolina, we didn't play well in that game. We beat Chicago, but he had to do much. Like it was against Matt Barkley, and he threw like 5 picks. Josh Norman had 2 picks. Rashad Breeland had 2 picks. And I think someone else had another pick. He threw like 5 picks in that game. It was horrible. He played a bad game against the Giants to end that season as well. So 2017 is last year in DC. You know, we had placed a franchise tag on him in 2015, 2016, going to the 2017 season. So this was last year in Washington. And I thought that we might get an extension done. At that time, Derek Carr just got paid. He had a contract of 5 years, $125 million with $75 million guaranteed. I thought we would get that to Kirk and Kirk would stay here, but the team was very trepidant about giving him that contract. And yeah, it never materialized to anything. We did lose Deshaun Jackson and Pierre Garcon in free agency. Deshaun went to Tampa, and then Pierre went back with Kyle Shanahan in San Fran for 5 years, $45 million, which is Arizona. He lost two 1,000-yard receivers. And we picked up Terrell Pryor, who had a 1,000-yard season in Cleveland, but it never amounted to anything here. He was trash. And this year was trash because Josh Dawson did nothing either. So yeah, we end up 7-9. His best games were against Philadelphia. We lost that game. 30 for 40, 303, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Actually, people in Oakland, we beat Oakland. That was a good game. We started 2-1 this season, and that was one of the wins we got against them. 365 yards, 3 touchdowns on 25 of 30 passes. That's a really good game. Threw a 52-yard touchdown pass to Josh Dotson as well. That Kansas City loss hurt. That hurt because Josh Dotson just catch the goddamn football. We win that game. And I thought he caught it, but unfortunately he dropped it. So, yeah, that does that. We lose to the Minnesota Vikings, which is the team he actually eventually signs with. He went 327, touchdown, 1 pick, 20-45 passing. Not a great game, but not a bad game either. We beat Arizona, 196 passing, 2 touchdowns, no picks. No, whatever. Solid game from Kirk there. We beat Denver, broke 3 touchdowns in the first half. That's a great game as well. Then he ended his last game in a Washington uniform with a loss to the Giants, unceremoniously, of course. 20-37, 158, 3 picks. So that was his microcosm in Washington. And he eventually signs with the Minnesota Vikings in the offseason. 3 years, $84 million, fully guaranteed contract. First fully guaranteed contract. Along with the 2 franchise tags he got from Washington, he got a total of $127 million fully guaranteed in 3 freaking seasons. Oh yeah. Shout out to Dono again. Shout out to Alexander Wilson for Dono again. Also, some other notes. We had Scott McCloughan as our GM. The 2 years we went above 500, 2 consecutive seasons. And unfortunately, he got unceremoniously fired due to Bruce Allen's incompetence. Do you want to bring that up as well? The other thing was Mike Jones reported that Cal and the Niners offered the 2nd overall pick in 2017 for Kirk, but Snyder and Allen said no. What? They did what? I didn't even know that. I thought the offer was like a 2nd and 3rd round pick and Carlos Hyde. It was the 2nd pick in the draft, and they said no? What the hell? I don't want to think about it. That just made me angry. You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. The incompetence of these idiots. I'm so glad Bruce Allen got fired. Oh my gosh. The 2nd pick in the draft, and you say no? Oh my gosh. And he eventually walks, and you want to get up with a 3rd round freaking pick for him? Shout for the dono, man. And thank you. Worst thing, Kevin and PRF. What's up, bro? Hold up. I haven't seen you in the stream. What's up, my guy? We're giving out Scott's 1 year in one of our worst drafts. No, hold up. 2016 wasn't a great draft. I maybe can give you that. But 2015 was actually a good draft. You got Preston Smith out that draft. You got Jamison Crowder out that draft. You got Brandon Sheriff out that draft. Those are the three notable guys. I think you got someone else out that draft too. That was nice as well. I can't think who it is, but you got a couple nice guys out that draft, especially Crowder. I really like Crowder coming out of Duke, and Louis T brought it up as well during the draft process that we drafted James Crowder. That he's going to be pretty good. And Preston had a couple of good seasons as well. Not that double-digit sack season, but yes, a solid season. And Brad Sheriff is all pro, so you know that works. Yeah, 100. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate you, Kevin PR, for stopping by, man. Very appreciate that a lot, bro. Man, I love to you, bro. So that is the end of the Kirk Cousins saga in Washington. He does sign with the Vikings. He wins one playoff game in 4 years as the starter of the Vikings, including a game-winning touchdown pass to Cal Rudolph, which is kind of controversial. Everybody said that Cal Rudolph pushed off, whatever. But you know, whatever. But that is the end of Kirk Cousins' tenure here in Washington. 6 years. A lot of turmoil around Kirk. Never had a defense, by the way. I do have to bring it up. Our defensive coordinators those years were like Jim Haslett, who was just a blitzing monstrosity, but never worked out here. Joe Barry and Greg Minuski. What can I say about that? That's just trash. We can check our defensive rankings. I know we're in the not top, but bottom third of the league most of those years as well. So I'm trying to handle Instacart while I'm talking to you guys. Also, so what am I about to say? Never had defense. I think our highest defensive ranking under Kirk's tutelage, under his tenure here, was 17th in the league. I think that was 2017, I believe. Don't quote me on that. We can check real quick because I'm shooting 2020 opponents. That's at the last year of Kirk's tenure. Yeah, so damn. We were 28th in defense in 2017. It was 18th in defense in 2017. It was 27th all the other years, which is trash. It's awful, damn it, awful. We had defense when we had offense when we have defense. I would like us to keep Kirk, but he was still our quarterback. Allen will still be our GM, and Chase Young will be with the Giants. Okay. Now, hear me out here, though. We might not have Chase Young, right? But we would never drafted Dwayne. You get what I mean? We had Kirk and we never drafted Dwayne. Because if you remember, in 2018 we never trade Kendall Fuller away. We will never trade that third round pick for Alex Smith. You get what I mean? We still had Kendall Fuller, who never went nowhere. We still had that third round pick. We probably still had the 15th pick in the 2019 NFL draft. I think we're going to go 7 and 9. Whoever the quarterback was. We don't let Jamison Crowder walk. Jay Gruden still gets fired. By the way. I think he still gets fired. And I don't really hire Ron Rivera though. But we would still had the 15th pick in the draft. We could have took Brian Burns. I know he's not a Chase Young. I get it. And we would still have Montez Sweat. So you still got your duo at your edge positions. You still got the Bama boys, right? And I think we still had the 19th pick this year. We still had Jamin Davis as well. We wouldn't have the second pick in 2020, but needless to say, we don't still pick up a really good player in the 2020 draft. It might not be Chase Young, but it's still been a good player in the 2020 draft, you know. So, apples and oranges, right? 2017 was that third down. They were literally the last defense in third down efficiency. They allowed 50% on third down. And I remember like yesterday because I remember the staggering number. 50% conversion rate on third down. That was horrendous. Disgusting. Trifling. Just, I mean, want to puke. Throw that defense. Defense is horrible. But yeah, we never trade for Alex Smith, right? So we never worry about him going down. We never drafted Dwayne, which I was so glad we never drafted Dwayne. I'm sorry. The next couple episodes on Dwayne, and I'm gonna get really disrespectful about Dwayne. I'm sorry. I don't like Dwayne Haskins. He pisses me off. I hope he does well in Pittsburgh though. But screw him. Simple. Door Gunner in the building! So Gunner gets his own dance when he's in the building, man. In the interview that she and Matt Cousins were just plain old didn't want to be here. I could probably see that. And Kevin Sheehan, when he gets his interviews, it are good interviews. So shout out to Kevin Sheehan for his Kevin Sheehan podcast as well. I truly think, but Evie didn't want to be here per se. We didn't offer enough money. So I think Kirk could be good in this offense. I'm fine with letting him go though. We wanted too much money, and our team was in development. Maybe. We was in that mediocre stage, like the 7-9 stage, around there, and maybe letting Kirk go might be the best thing to happen. So, shout out to Tuba Chat, Kevin. Word up, man. What's up, bro? How you been? Share on Reddit. Thank you for the share, man. Very appreciate you guys. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. I do want to shout out all you guys for being here. I keep these episodes around 45 minutes long. Next stream will be tomorrow. That's my moderator stream tomorrow at 5:30. So hopefully I see all you guys here. We're talking more recent Washington football team stuff. So such as the OTAs, reaction to OTAs, reaction to the draft. I know we talked about it, but we won't go deep in depth about it a little bit more. My position talks, we're gonna react to those videos as well to guys that have watched my position talk videos and want my opinion on those as well. So all that stuff we talk about tomorrow on the channel. So shoot some dope stuff. Chan's interview with Greg Minuski was hilarious. Minuski but not say any negative at all. I know, right? All time, different systems. Kyle to Jay, Kirk needs to find himself the right team and he'll be fine. I think Minnesota's a great fit, but I think they want him out of Minnesota now too. I think before I get out, I'm gonna give you one last prediction about Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk is going to get traded next year. And I think that team will be a quarterback away. It's a quick one. Bold, super bold prediction. If the Washington football team does not draft a quarterback, they trade for Kirk Cousins from Minnesota. Bold prediction. You heard it here first. That's my last bold prediction if I get out of here. We'll take these comments real quick. Then don't blame Kirk for wanting to lead the team. Frank was a dumpster fire. Brian changing that. You might be able to start getting free agents coming here now. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah. I completely agree with that, James Jones. Shout out to your comment, bro. Kirk coming back here, LOL. Mm-hmm. I, 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 I believe we're Kirk Cousins away. I honestly think that this team with the weapons that they have, accessible to Kirk, um, we're a quarterback away. I honestly think that. I really do, and I think if you bring a quarterback like Kirk Cousins caliber here, players would take pay cuts to keep this team together. A player like Jonathan Allen might take a whole team discount. Uh, Maybe another guy like Brandon Sheriff. He never wanted Kirk to walk. He wanted Kirk here. I think he'll take a nice little pay cut to stay here next year. To stay with this team. So you never know. It's a bold prediction, but it's not a big stretch. I think Minnesota wants him out. Um, it's not gonna be a lot of suitors for Kirk Cousins because you got to think about the teams that wanted quarterbacks. The Colts had the guy in Carson Wentz. The Niners, who were linked to Kirk for a while, they have Trey Lance. They're not gonna trade for Kirk Cousins. They want to play the young guy. Green Bay won't be trading for Kirk. They're trying to keep Aaron Rodgers there happy. You look at a team like the Lions, they're not trading for Kirk. They just traded for Jared Goff, which is a huge, disgusting contract, by the way. You look at the Jags, they drafted Trevor Lawrence. The Jets with Zach Wilson, they want to see what Zach Wilson can do. So all these guys have either young quarterbacks or veterans already established on their roster. So I think the one team that could do it is Washington. He'll cost way less in draft capital than Deshaun Watson is. And Kirk is 34. I get it. He's 34 years old. But he's a pocket guy. So he's not going to be running around a lot, doing all that crazy crap. He's way better than Heineke, way better than Kyle Allen, and better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Just put it out there. Kirk back to DC. I'm with it. Are you with it? Coming in the conversation down below. That's big. I'm gonna hold you to that. Hey, that'd be great. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a thing though. It's a different organization now. With Jason Wright here now, Ron here, hiring certain specialists to help you with finances and things like that, therapists and crap. They're changing this organization to a good organization. I think Kirk gonna look here like Minnesota's about to be in rebuild mode. These guys could be contenders. Let me come back over here in this weak NFC East, back in this weak old division, and take it over. I truly think that. Oh, what's up, BG fan all day? What's up, big bro? How you been, man? Good seeing you in here. Appreciate you for being here. Much love to you, my brother. Kirk coming back isn't a big stretch. I completely agree with that, dog. It was crazy that this team crapped on him when he left. Check out Doug Williams piece and then he dumped him. Yeah, I can agree with that too. They did, but it's a different organization now. That's why I think the only reason he could maybe come back here is because the organization is so much more different than it was at first. When we had Kirk, he didn't have the weapons, and they were injured. He had Pierre and Deshaun for a couple of years along with Jordan Reed. But this team's a little different. We got to keep Logan Thomas here, of course. I'm going to retain him in free agency next year. But if you retain this team, and this team is pretty much the same, and you literally just throw Kirk Cousins in here, can I say NFC Championship? NFC Championship? Can I say Super Bowl maybe? So, yeah. Might get Kirk at a bargain at this point in his career. And if Minnesota cuts him, we're going to take the salary. That's even better. So if Minnesota were to cut him, which I don't think they would do, but you can get Kirk for a third round pick. I honestly think a third round pick would do it. And I will look into it from Washington. The Rams are going to be lit. The Rams are going to be a really good team. They're going to be a really, really good team. They're going to be a really, really good football team. I do like what they're doing. The Saints could be an option. That's true, too. Saints could be an option. I think the Saints want to go young, though. Only because, yeah, a lot of guys took pay cuts, but their salary cap numbers are going to go back up next year. They're going to be in cap not in cap hell, but in a tough place with their salary cap. So they might not want a $35 million quarterback that's 34 years of age. But they could be an option, though, too. I can agree with that as well. I cannot argue with that. I don't think Rivers wants 2 rentals in a row. I don't think Kirk's a rental. And that's another thing, too. If you extend him, because you have to think about Kirk is 34, right? He could play to about 38, 39-ish, 40 maybe? 40 might be pushing it. But maybe 38. That gives you 4 years to figure out who the heck your next starter is going to be. That is plenty of time. I think that's fine. I don't see a problem with that. Now, if you say, hey, look, bro, he'll be here for a year. No. You have to extend his contract for you to make a trade. So, Ron will make Kirk lit. You make a point. I think Kirk's already a good quarterback. I think we're Kirk Cousins away. I don't think we need great quarterback play, but we need better than what we have. Those good teams had no run game and a terrible defense. They had to throw to win the game. Exactly. I think with Gibson here, with McKissick, with McKissick, you have Logan Thomas, Terry McLaurin, De'Ami Brown, Curtis Samuel now as well. This team could be a really good team with Kirk here. A lot of these kids on rookie deals. We got to pay Terry coming up pretty soon, but you'll have 1 more year on Terry on rookie deal. So, that goes. Kirk is good enough with a solid run game. Exactly. Kirk could win you a Super Bowl if he had a run game. Yeah. I gotta check something real quick. Sorry about that, guys. But I do thank you guys for pulling up, man. I very appreciate it a ton, man. Mad love to all of you guys, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, bro. This was a really good episode of the Fallen Skin. I do have more episodes coming up. I think the next episode is on Darius Geis. That was only pretty short because he didn't last here too long. Unlike Kirk Cousins, which was here 6 years. I might have a special episode on Sean. That Sean Taylor episode will be around the time he did pass away, just as an anniversary episode for Sean. I do have Dwayne Haskins on the docket this month as well, and I have Ryan Kerrigan. So those guys are the guys we get. Look way different with Cook playing the way he's playing. Yeah, exactly. When Dalvin Cook's running the football, Kirk looks elite. Yeah, Kirk would be great if he had a whole team behind him. I truly think that too. When Cook was out, he had to throw a lot and turns it over. He doesn't turn it over as much as people would kind of bash him for it, but he has untimely turnovers. Like fourth quarter, you down 3 and you need a field goal, and you're like 5 yards from field goal range to a pro pit. He'll do that kind of crap. You're like, what the hell, man? You can't be throwing that right there. Darn you, you mother. You get mad. You're like, dude, don't throw that. Like, don't throw that at a time like that. Like, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. Just don't do that right there. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, he does that in a... But don't get me wrong, he'll have some game-winning drives, too. If you remember correctly, the Week 4 game against the Eagles in 2016, threw a touchdown pass to Pierre Garçon. Against the Lions in Week 7 of 2016, he had a game-winning drive that was taken away from him because Josh Norman wants to get cooked like trash. Oh no. I'm not doing Haynesworth. I don't want to talk about him. I do not. It would not be a Albert Haynesworth episode. I would not be doing one. I would not. Hell no. I don't want to talk about him. He robbed us. I want to fight him myself. I don't talk about him. He like fits with the on time and turnovers. Bro, I swear to God, bro. And he won't do it often either, but he does it sometimes. He's like, bruh, don't throw that. Don't you throw that ball over there, Kirk. Damn it. Like, Kirk, don't do that, Kirk. Damn it. You want to throw your phone to TV. You like, mother lover. You would throw that right there. You would do that, wouldn't you? And he'll do it like twice a season. You're like, bro, you just cost us 2 games doing this dumb crap. 2 games that we could have won because of your foolishness. Mother. Yeah, all right. Okay, author, this is a good comment. I'm gonna read this very, 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 very deeply. Why Kirk didn't win a Super Bowl in years of Minnesota had an elite defense put together. Whoa! Pause. Let's look at the defensive rankings while Kirk has been in Minnesota. Because I can debunk that. I can debunk that right now. He went to Minnesota 2018, right? In 2020, they were 30th in the league. In 2018, they were. Let's see. Washington, Steelers, Titans, Broncos, Seahawks, Arizona, Packers. I think in 2018 they actually had a good defense. Jaguars, Ravens, Bengals, Chargers, Patriots, Texans, Rams, Panthers, Bears. They ain't had the best defense in football, did they? The best. Oh, okay. 1 year. He had it for 1 year. 1 year. One. I'm gonna give you 1 year. He had it 1 year. Yeah, he had it 1 year. I'll give you that. And then let's see. They were 27th. It was 20. What the hell? He's on 2020. There we go. Team defense. They were. Where are the Vikings at? They were 5th in yards, but they were 20th in points. So yeah, they had 1 year of good defense, bro. 1 year, bro. 1 year, bro. 1 year, bro. 1 year. Yo, what's up, Yuki? By that time again with fifth play, he could have found a yard and a loss. Them turnovers. Yep. Kirk has a bunch of stats for no reason. You can say that too. He's the only player that gave us a temporary national identity with you like that. Yeah, that is true. Robert gave us one too, but the whole RG thing. What's up? What's up, everybody? Side 10 Jake. What's up, everybody? Kirk all about them that garbage stats. That is funny. They had names like Harrison Smith, Anthony Harris, Xavier Rhodes, Anthony Barr, Mike, Eric Kendricks, Linville Joseph, Danielle Hunter, and Iverson Griffin. Okay, I give you that. But Xavier Rhodes turned to trash. Given that, Anthony Harris was mediocre this year, so he's not no longer a Viking. He wasn't good this year. Anthony Barr has been solid. He has been great. Eric Kennedy's been pretty damn good. Linval Joseph's been pretty good. Danielle Hunter's been great. And Anderson Griffith's no longer on the roster. So I just tell you something. Just saying. So Gunner, Brown about to go all out, Yuki. Brown about to go home. Brown about to go home. And any defense Minnesota has like years. Any defense Kirk had in Washington. Yeah, I can give you that, but you never had an elite defense after 1 year. Good, I'm not a Lakers fan. Good to know. I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida. Say Florida. I'm from Florida. That's how out of Florida boy say I'm from Florida. You know what I'm saying? Florida. What about talk Kirk family member? Yeah, man, family member, man. Your family member, my family member, your cousin, your first cousin, your fifth cousin, your 100th cousin. It's Kirk Cousins. Yes, sir. Kirk mother effing cousin. First cousin. Well, how Shannon Sharp be saying, first cousin. That's my first cousin, man. First cousins, man. First cousins. First cousins, man. Yeah. Talk Kirk Cousins. Can't wait to be there opening day. It's gonna be dope. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be there. Oh, okay. I might have to meet Dorgun in person. Might have to do that. Don't try to stay up. Florida. We went to the state of Florida. 98 days to the 40 game. Yes, sir. Can I catch a charge early with that new staff? That is true. Got season tickets. You got two? 2 anyone? I did 10. Sorry about. Maybe Kirk ends up here in back in DC in the trade of 2022. It is not a big stretch that happens. I'm gonna have a part 2 about that. I'm gonna have a part 2 about that. That's my bold prediction, though, man. Honestly. But yeah, I gotta wrap things up because I got probably to get ready for work. I have other things I need to wrap up today. But more videos are coming, more live streams are coming. I'll be back live tomorrow, so no need to be. I do lower skins. You got 2 tickets? I'm trying to go. Before that stream, part 2 since Joseph didn't show up last week. Yeah, I have one next week for you guys. Yep. So this week will be Washington. Next week will be San Francisco 49ers. Yep, I got you. Yes, sir. I want Jay to destroy Slater opening day. Me too. I would like to see that. I see Montez destroy the other tackle too. Just saying. I want Justin Herbert to be harassed all day long. And I love Justin Herbert, but he has to destroy them. All right, so sell me that second ticket, and I'll go. Matter of fact, we're going to. If you have Instagram, if you do, gonna DM me, sir, because I want that ticket. After that stream, 49 fans, after that stream, the 49 fans reunite. Yes, sir. So that's gonna be fun, man. So that's gonna do it for me, man. I'm gonna go wrap this up here. You have Twitter. Awesome. All right. My Twitter's right there. So okay, I'm gonna DM you now. I'm gonna follow you now. Actually, if I get out of here, I want to make sure I follow Gunner. And I'm gonna wrap it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow Gunner. Stupid thing. Yep, just followed you. So we're gonna wrap it up now. Thank y'all for watching, man. Appreciate y'all. Especially one from Florida. We stop it, man. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys are new to our post notifications. Welcome to Protect Sports video at the Protect Sports Network, man. Road to 2K on the way. You know how we rocking. Go pre-order that merchandise, man. Got 2 different T-shirts for the men. Women's T-shirt, well, for your ladies. It's only 25 pieces of merch. It's not a lot, so please come cop, man. And as soon as June 15th hits, I'll be going ahead and getting y'all stuff out to y'all. So y'all take it easy, stay safe, man. Please join the Discord. The Discord will be in the about section of my channel. Join the Discord server. We talk football, basketball, lifestyle stuff on the second channel as well. So go ahead and join the Discord and join the Patreon. I'm gonna have exclusive content on there as well. All that stuff is in the about section. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on IG. Follow me on all the social media platforms. Let you guys stay safe. And my name was Athletic Talent Sports Tourism Professional off the field, technically sound. From like talent, let's sport with dedication, man. Protect fans like always. And happy B-Day to Big Simple! Now, I'm out of here, man. Happy birthday to Big Simple, man. Go wish that man a happy G-Day. Go follow him on the IG. Go subscribe to his channel. Go get that man some super chats. Go get that man some bread for his G-Day, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Take it easy, bro. Share with your friends and family. I'm out of here, bro. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Put God first on your streets, man. Stay safe with COVID-19.